Hello and welcome to Everyday Priestess. I am Priestess Christina Sabella, a Reverend Priestess of the Temple of Isis, and we're going to begin to start connecting with the elements right now. And we're going to have this time to really be able to start diving into the different ways that we can work with the elements so that we can build on what we know and our relationship to them, so that we can call them and invoke them when we need to for ritual or ceremony. In my tradition, the neo-pagan tradition, we have the east representing the element of air, and the south representing the element of fire. We have the water in the west, and the north is the earth. And then sometimes we work with the above and the below as well, but we're just going to start with the elements at the quarters. And so when we really feel into the element of air, let's begin to connect with that element. And just if you want to, allow yourself to drop into, what does air feel like? Can you feel the winged ones, the eagle and the hawk and the condor? Can you feel the butterflies, the fairies? The fresh wind on your face, or perhaps a gale blowing upon you, right? There's so many different ways that air can come through. We feel clarity and inspiration when we connect with the element of air. And we often can connect with the color yellow as well. So allow yourself a moment to perhaps see yourself at a temple inside your heart. And just to allow yourself to breathe deeply as you do this. And invite into that temple the element of air. What do you feel? Is there a soft tendrils of wind blowing upon you? A breath coming through? Or does it feel like a force of nature blowing the winds of change upon you? Or something in the middle? It's all perfect. Allow yourself some time to speak with air now. Perhaps you would like to give this element an offering. Let yourself just give some energy to the element of air and start to notice in your daily life how air affects you. Air has the quality of the sword. It has clarity with it, and so we can cut away those things that no longer serve us when we connect with air. We can use our tongue to speak sharp words or soft, gentle clarity upon a situation. So let yourself really feel into the element of air, and what do you think of in your heart? What do you see in your mind's eye when you connect with this element? And as you go through your day, your week, your month, whatever, begin to notice how air comes into your life. Is there wind blowing through the trees? Do you see and feel the air upon your skin or the breath in your lungs? These are beautiful ways to begin to connect with air, perhaps noticing the birds around you. So we now move into the south and the fire. I want you to just continue, if you desire, to remain inward with your eyes closed and invite to this inner temple the element of fire. Creativity, the spark of life within you, the phoenix that rises from the flames, or the snake that sheds its skin, the salamander. In the south, we work with passion and love. This is what fire brings us. But it also burns away those things that no longer serve us. It helps us to remove those things that stand in our way because it burns them away. It can be a scorching flame, or it can be the smoothest, most delightful warmth by the fire, or a tiny little light for a candle. What does fire have to say to you today as you connect with this element, as you begin to tap in? How do you see fire in your life? Do you feel that passion, that craziness, that wildness that comes along with the energy of fire? Or perhaps it's a spark of intuition, that guides you? Do you feel the warmth of the sun on your face? Perhaps its absence is how you're connecting right now. But allow yourself in this temple, in your mind's eye, to feel the energy of fire. And if you desire, gifting fire some energy, gratitude, allowing any images or thoughts that come to your mind while you're considering and pondering, meditating upon the element of fire, to just come through to you in this moment. It's all perfect, whatever it is. We think of the color red here often. Carnelian is a stone that's related to it. And the wand is a magical tool. Just taking a moment, thanking fire for whatever it brought you here today. Knowing that you can come back to this ethereal temple in your heart, connect with these elements more, perhaps one at a time if you desire, so that you can deepen your relationship with them. You can keep building upon it. But start noticing what fire brings to your life on the day-to-day basis. How do you find creativity or passion in your life on a regular basis? And how can you fan those flames to build more of it as you go through your life today? And we move now to the west, to the water, the rivers and the lakes and the oceans, and anything liquid, anything at all. The color blue. In your mind's eye, in your heart, calling in the energy of the west, of the water, of the queen even. The water always, the rivers always remember how to flow home, how to find their way to the ocean. And as water reminds us that we must flow in our life, we must be in the flow of life as we navigate, because otherwise we're going to reach many issues and we're going to have a hard time and be blocked, right? So allow yourself to feel into the energy of water. Is it a tidal pool? Is it the ocean, a tsunami? Or just gentle waves lapping against the shore? Is it a creek or a river? Whitewater rapids maybe? Or just a gentle stream that trickles by? Perhaps a pool of water or a cup. Often the chalice here is the magical tool that is connected with water. And we can keep a chalice with us. We can remember every time we ingest water that we drink, any fluid, that we are connecting with the essence of life, the energy of life, right here and right now. So allow yourself to connect with the energy of water. See what it has to teach you today. Is there any wisdom that it wishes to share with you as you're here beginning to connect with these elements and walking through this path, or flowing along this path at this time? Just let yourself feel what it feels like to be a leaf on the water, being transported through the river on the flow of life. Start noticing in your life where you see water, where you feel water, the rain on your skin as it trickles down from the sky, or perhaps the water that you drink and you make your food with. Start noticing more about how water helps you to feel. Does it take away those things that you need? Does it help to purify you when you bathe in it? How is water present in your daily life? And our final element that we're going to begin to connect with here today is the element of earth. And this one is all around us in all sorts of ways, at all sorts of times. It is the ground that we literally walk upon. It is all of the four-leggeds, the bear, the wolf, the stag, and many more. It's the crystals that lie deep in the darkness and are created out of pressure and time into something beautiful. What else is earth to you? Is it the statues that you see? Is it the trees, the plants? Is it the mountains all around you? The color with earth is green, as she, Mother Gaia, grows everything that we eat and then creates the air that we breathe with that. Allow yourself some time to call the element of earth into your ethereal temple and see what she has to say to you today. Grant her some gratitude, some love. Thank you, Earth, for all that you have created for us, for all that you do create for us. Thank you for unfolding the path before us firmly, that we may walk upon it. And begin to notice in your life how earth or green, how animals and plants are part of who you are and what you do. And let yourself be with this in whatever way feels good to you. Knowing again that you can come back to this temple or anywhere you desire and allow yourself to feel the elements in your life in that moment. The sun on your face, the air in your lungs, the earth beneath you, and the water that waters it all, that nourishes everything. Thank you for witnessing, for being present for this as we begin to connect with the elements. I'm excited to share more with you as we begin to invoke them, to build altars, to deepen our relationship with them, to help them to protect us as we work with them as guardians for each quarter. Blessed be.